Hello everyone, it's Meteorologist Jim Caldwell here in the Alert Center for WKYT on what has turned out to be a pretty cold day, huh? We've got temperatures that are way down in the 20s right now for most of us. Excuse me. And we are loaded up with some flurries here and there. The snow isn't a big deal today, what's happening, other than eastern Kentucky. They've got some more flakes, but the rest of us, we're in pretty good shape overall as far as that's concerned. Let's check and see what's happening out there. Well, that wasn't the right computer. It wasn't the right computer at all. So my buddy Sean isn't here today to take care of me, and I don't have that particular graphical setup locked and loaded up here. So here's what I'm going to do for you. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it being cold. We're going to talk about some snow being out there as well. What we've got is a good solid push of temperatures that are running in the 20s and 30s out there. That's what most of us are experiencing at this time. The snow showers that are left are out in eastern portions of Kentucky, okay? So what we get is those numbers staying down and flakes flying from time to time. So ultimately what's going to happen is we're going to see daytime highs struggle to get to freezing. 31, 32, some of you might get there. You might be just slightly above that, but that's about the extent of it. Right now as it stands, we sit all over the 20s. Now, we look at the wind chill readings, and those numbers are in the teens for you at this particular moment in time. That's what we've got out there. The wind chill forecast is going to be really interesting over the next few days because we've got a big Arctic front that's going to come through. It's going to have a lot of wind with it, a lot of wind. So what I think could ultimately happen into Wednesday night, Thursday morning especially, wind chill readings somewhere in the single digits, 0 to 5 degrees is a good possibility out there. That's Thursday morning, and then we keep the single digits going all day long. We're going to have that kind of cold out there. So ultimately the big ticket item for us at that point is going to be the cold for Thursday, the entire day. Now eventually we're going to get a little bit warmer again into the weekend. System's going to be blasting through here, and I mean it means business. As it starts dropping through the area, it's going to bring some rain and snow. And that rain and snow, the snowy side of it could stick just a little bit. Maybe like what some of you had out there today, maybe a little coating, not much more than that. I don't really expect a whole lot in that regard. So you'll get that blasting through our area, and then the cold that follows. So that's where we are with it all. The weekend, I think we could get back up to 40 degrees. There are some hints that you've got a shot at 50. And let me tell you what I've learned over the past several years that was not quite as prevalent before. These big swings that we see when we get daytime highs that go from the 20s one day to the 50s the next, you know, they're becoming a lot more common. So when I see it showing up in data, I believe it a little bit more. I believe that the cold can be pushed out a little bit quicker than it used to be. So there's that particular item of concern. So I think we could. I really do. There are a lot of indicators out there that push that kind of warmth back into our area. Now, is that crazy warm? No, it's closer to normal. And that's the thing. So that is what we're on track to see out there here in the next little bit. So let's keep that all in mind as we start marching forward, so we could see that. Let me flip through these. See, I had to flip through that to get back to this. But that's what I got for you here today. We're going to be back on television in about 20 minutes for WKYT News at noon. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you. Bye.